Welcome to APKA Indonesia, the first Indonesian silent channel for gaming, gadget and lifestyles. Enjoy watching. Welcome to APKA Indonesia, the first Indonesian silent channel for gaming, gadget and lifestyles. Enjoy watching. Welcome to APKA Indonesia, the first Indonesian silent channel for gaming, gadget and lifestyles. Enjoy watching. Welcome to APKA Indonesia, the first Indonesian silent channel for gaming, gadget and lifestyles. Enjoy watching.
Last I saw, he was in the mess.
Welcome back, Sid.
Otto will want to know what happened in Costas. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time?
Hither yon dance what?
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have Blackthorn make me a new.
And what can I do for you? Wait, won't it? The only draw still. I remember it like... You're our leader now, Clive. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Finished, are you?
Clive, you're back. You didn't happen to run out of potions while you were away, did you? We've a fine selection of tonics and tinctures. Oh, perhaps you...
What do you need? Nah. You've forgotten already, because I haven't. Still. What do you want? Should last you a good while. And?
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a man.
This plank will have to be replaced.
Nearly half the crates were lost to mountains.
Charlie says I can't go and play until I finish my...
Good day to you, Sid.
No one works longer or harder than our...
Lady Tyre is performing a delicate operation.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Should be back any day now.
Understood.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons. I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission?
One might say the same.
I'll have you know that... So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. To absolutely no one's surprise, well, mostly armies. But the real question is... Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason, she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside.
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all... Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson...
Even. Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
And how may I assist you today? One would... I admit... a far more... My beloved... Or at least... How may I help you today? One must understand one's place in the world. Here's the latest information I have. Thus ends today's lesson.
Clive.
Old Tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship.
Norseman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. Welcome home, Clive.
I believe this belongs to you.
Ready? Would that I could do the same. That said, but without access to the...
Please, don't apologize.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but that mayhap we look in the wrong places.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts. Always got a...
Hush now.
The twins seem well.
Aye. The loss of their parents, where Titan took much from us that night, and the wounds that remain.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Old Tome said the hideaway is inside an airship.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive.
I'd had that brand for so long. What it was like.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget.
Not a Stolas.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's just arrived.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it in the desk. What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals, to Sid.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well. What would make Martha leave the rest?
Something has happened to Martha. We need
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria. Blood was spilled, but somewhere in the middle of it all...
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway. And now it sounds like the bastards have... Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing.
And now she's missing. She's fallen into the hands of the Empire.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search.
Don't worry, Otto.
Here for another of my lectures. Allow me to educate you. One must understand one's place in the world. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
If you need volunteers, just say the word.
Finish with that.
Welcome back, Sid.
Damn. Is everything aside from the lake water? Of course, Obolus. You're skiffing.
Well, to make... Now,
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
I'm sorry, Sid. We were too late.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to a physical.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help, and it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials descended like Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but...
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they...
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good.
You do the same.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
What are you after? There you go. Much obliged. Thanks very much. Much obliged. Very well.
Oi, look sharp!
Good to see you, Sid. The soldiers who did us a
Get those horses touching it.
Look. Up ahead. Martha.
Don't worry about me. Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shield?
The bastards caught poor souls turned on them.
Then, Martha.
I think so.
Black Shield. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in this area, and they fought to defend all our citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
Colluding with the enemies of the Empire?
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long. Is that all of them?
I think so. I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Hide him.
They are.
Rosaria will never tell Martha.
I shall.
Sid, where are you?
In here. We found a survivor.
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest, but the bearers...
No, they didn't. They knew the fate that awaited them.
Martha said they rose from their beds.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and...
Spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
All yours, Torgal! To me, boy!
Try not to move. Go on. Make it worse.
Soldiers from the garrison just stormed in unannounced.
All yours, Torgal! Kill!
All yours, Torgal! Garuda!
They call themselves our country.
Thank you, Founder.
There's no turning back. and win! All yours, Torgal! You didn't see that coming. That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. Cole is worried about.
All right.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
No one survived then.
I'm sorry.
Doesn't mean I won't. Cole said you cast their remains, but it should have been me.
How?
But I did. The rumors started moons ago, but I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story.
And in ordinary times you would. Which begs the question, my mother of it.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job. If those Imperial... Oh, if he asked me to tell you...
Then we must as well.
We can stay.
No need.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth. Can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home. That's better. What a fine home. Now, where's Gav?
Finish with that lot.
Well? Find is one way of putting it. I'll go. Yeah.
Gav should be back by now.
I hear there's trouble.
On autumn's breath, ill tidings born. Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer. Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
What are we waiting for, indeed?
That broom's as ragged as...
So Mather's all right.
Ah, my favorite pupil. I have the details here. Study it well, Clive. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
What's the matter, Nectar? The hunt board? It's where the... just... right.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look. Always something in there.
Oh, Clark.
The patrons, what does...
Oh, Word. Your benefactors are a generous lot. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Doesn't sound like anywhere is safe.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Mockery.
Quiet, you!
Jill.
Rosaria must be would we,
Of course, your lordship.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small?
Then they must be.
You fancy dance the gallows tree?
I ain't got much, but what's mine is yours. For a price. Much obliged. You won't be disappointed. There you are. I suppose we won't be seeing you again.
Excuse me.
You haven't heard? The Empire wants answers and what...
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What were their... 100 legions? 100? I heard there were 1,000.
Run along now, before one of the boys start.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed the doors to all.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
At least I think there was a Black Shields.
Was this...
What if...
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know.
How'd you get it?
But we need to find out. Greetings, friend.
Wait, don't you come.
I speak for the... You... I don't know.
Yep, this...
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief...
Obedience.
Are you all right?
Sorry, we still don't know who the Black Shields are.
Well, who but other than Martha? A new ally would... Perhaps the next... This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the apology, we've seen more and more of
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystal's collapse?
Idea. You're not going to like it. More of my mother's men.
All yours, Torgo! It's over!
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. Why then? To dwell in...
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria.
tell me what I want, and the end will be, who are you looking for?
Why, your friend. They await you.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith. They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Ah!
the Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Voice-riddled dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, getting that
Fuck off! And the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand! Just try it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to...
If you're sure, do you think...
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Over here!
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned, then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
That's the Archduke's. What is it you require? Will that be all? As you wish, my lord. Of course, my lord. As you wish, my lord.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers...
How small exactly?
Small enough.
But until we arrived, that was your plan.
Sir Wade.
Very good.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Look at me sideways.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Die along with your flame! For Rosaria! Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear. Show your
dragons.
What? The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
So wait! Found her. There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You need to finish him.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I.
It did. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings.
Perhaps. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but yet be that as it may. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle been...
Since the beginning. And had I known of this tunnel back then...
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of... where he would... And so, though it sickens him to the soul, it is why he remains ever vigilant.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need...
I know.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess. I didn't take...
But...
Something tells...
The up is what?
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without bloody dust.
Could have sworn we had a few more.
Typical nobles.
How did we never
There are
hear
new
about
billets being posted every day, but not enough swords to suit you.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
Back again. What will it be?
The Iron King.
You'll soon... The mother... There was it... As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystal sacred, And they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the Blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship, making Drustanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall...
My father and my grandfather had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate.
But instead, I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal, but... thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Here for another of my lectures? Allow me to educate you. Study it well, Clive. Thus ends today's lesson.
A sea voyage this time, is it?
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath.
No. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. And I know that I can do it.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
She is. The Iron Kingdom's Mother Crystal.
Drake's breath. Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency, allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen.
The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go. I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next one. Salam, Indonesia. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next one. Salam, Indonesia. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next one. Salam, Indonesia. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.